Greetings. I'm Kevin Sowers, President of the Johns Hopkins Health System and Executive Vice President of Johns Hopkins Medicine. Throughout my career, I've taken part in many celebrations to honor the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And this year, in the midst of a global pandemic, I'm proud to be part of the Johns Hopkins week-long virtual MLK Commemoration. As we embark on our third day of this commemoration, we hope that the prior events have inspired, enlightened, and even challenged us to take a courageous step forward in becoming a more inclusive and diverse community that exemplifies Dr. King's dream. Our theme this week, Now is the Time for Hope and Healing, provides a foundation to support coming together for constructive conversations. When we approach these interactions as opportunities to learn from each other, we move closer to our goals of finding ways to better relate to one another and better support each other. We're also able to advance our goals of addressing healthcare disparities and ensuring the delivery of high-quality, culturally competent care for all. Dr. King once said, "Of all the forms of inequality, injustice in healthcare is the most shocking and inhumane." Today, as we focus on hope and healing from healthcare disparities in our Latinx, Indigenous, African American, LGBTQ, and disability communities, we must always keep Dr. King's word in the forefront of our minds. It's not enough to just discuss the reasons why healthcare disparities exist, but we must also remain committed to finding effective ways to eradicate healthcare disparities in all of our communities. Here at Johns Hopkins Medicine, we're committed to making high-quality healthcare accessible for all. To address the disproportionate number of people of color impacted by the pandemic, we've also partnered with local agencies to develop culturally competent informational campaigns, increase access to free COVID testing, and to distribute free masks to members of our Latinx and African American communities. And now, with 2 vaccines available, we are proactively reaching out internally and externally to provide the necessary education and accurate information to support our staff and our neighbors in making informed decisions. But we can do more, and we will. Today at 12 noon, Dr. Sharita Golden will lead clinical experts in a discussion on finding solutions to health disparities in a webinar titled Social Determinants of Health and the COVID Vaccine for People of Color. During this webinar, panelists will explore how history affects modern-day social determinants of health. Additionally, panelists will answer questions about the availability of COVID-19 vaccines. Then at 2 p.m., the Johns Hopkins Disability Health Research Center will sponsor the impact and importance of disability inclusion in medicine. During this webinar, panelists will describe the connections between disability inclusion in medicine and social justice, why diversity efforts must incorporate disability, and how to create a clinical environment that is inclusive of physicians with disabilities. Please join us for today's events as we continue to pursue equality and justice in healthcare. For a complete listing of this week's events, please follow the link to the MLK webpage located in Inside Hopkins. And now, it is my pleasure to jumpstart the third day of the MLK Commemoration Week with an uplifting performance from the unified voices of Johns Hopkins singing, "Come Thou Almighty King." Enjoy.